Hello and welcome fans to the Fall Review for Corban University Athletics. I'm Danny Day, joined here today by Seth Dolly. Seth, it was an exciting year during this fall for Corban University Athletics, so let's jump right into it.
Well, Danny, when you look at the Corban University volleyball team, you have to realize that 10 of the 17 players were newcomers. So these were true freshmen coming out of high school. What does that tell you? It tells you you're going to have some growing pains. So the team ended up finishing 7-19 overall. They picked up 3 wins in a very competitive Cascade Collegiate Conference, a conference that sent 4 teams to the NAIA National Tournament. But I think one of the best moments of this season was on September 12th against Warner Pacific College. We had a whiteout night at the C. Jeffers Sports Center. It was packed. The team really rallied behind the crowd's energy. And although the team lost in 4 sets, they really fought hard. And I think they really rallied in the 4th set from a 20-13 deficit and almost came back to win that set. One of those freshmen for Corban who really stepped up was outside hitter Chantel Hill. She led the team in kills this season with 235. Early in the season at the Puget Sound premiere, she was named to the All-Tournament team. At the end of the season, she was named to the CCC Honorable Mention team. So she really was the mainstay for the Corban offense this season. Towards the end of the season, head coach Tracy Smith, after 20 years here at the helm at Corban, announced her retirement. What a blessing she was, not only to the volleyball program, but to the university in general, building these young women not only physically and mentally on the court, but also spiritually as well. You look back to that 1997 season, where it was really a special year for the Corban volleyball team. She led the team to a CCC tournament title, and she also led the team to an NCCAA national championship instead of school record with 31 wins. In mid-November, Corban announced that Kim McLean would be the head coach. In 15 seasons at Sanium Christian High School, she led the team to 13 conference championships, and she's won 5 of the past 6 state championships. So looking at a coach with a lot of experience, we have some good things coming forward for this volleyball program.
So jumping from the court onto the course, the men's and women's cross country teams also had fantastic years for the Warriors. Kicked it off at the CCC preview meet in Fernhill Park early in the season on September 19th. A couple of the highlights from that one, both teams ended up taking 5th on the day. Justin Holden on the men's side and Craig Bokenugan both finishing in the top 20 for the men. Justin Holden then later in the season, another highlight for the Warriors, ended up finishing 17th overall at the CCC Championships back at Fernhill Park in Portland, ending up with a career best performance 25-38. And on the women's side, Emily Childers, also a senior, finishing her career strong, ended up taking 15th for the Warriors at the CCC Championships, qualifying for the NAIA National Meet. Ended up finishing at the National Meet 156th out of 336 runners overall, capping off that fantastic senior season that she had, really finishing strong. And the head coach Norm Burney at the helm of the Warriors led both teams to 7th place finishes at the CCC Championships. The team was dealing with injuries all year long, but really ended up coming together, finishing strong at those CCC Championships. Norm Burney completing his 12th season as the cross-country head coach here for the Warriors. Ended up being inducted into the Clackamas Community College Hall of Fame just this December. Really just an outstanding honor for an outstanding guy who has made a difference in not only starting up and building the cross-country and track and field teams here at Corban, but left his legacy at Clackamas Community College. So while Corban was great on the course this year, both cross-country teams, let's jump onto the golf, onto the course.
It was quite the year for both the men's and women's team in the fall for Corban Golf. Starting with the women's team, although they did not compete as a team, they had some great individual performances, starting with sophomore Brooke Spencer. She won the individual title at the Corban Fall Invite to start the season. She set a school record with a low round score of 72. She followed up that performance with a 4th place finish at the Oregon Tech Invite, where she had a final round score of 73, which was 2nd in the record books. Her score at the Corban Fall Invite was 1st in the record books, so lesson we learned here, Brooke Spencer is going to be all over the Corban record books before she's done. Another young player for this Corban women's golf team, sophomore Carrie Wallace, she also had a very solid fall season. She finished in 3rd place overall at the Warner Pacific Fall Invite. She had a 2nd round score of 77, which marked a career best for her, and she just really improved throughout the season. And then just looking ahead for this team, They were picked to finish 5th in the CCC coaches poll. They'll be looking to make some noise and prove some people wrong, maybe increase that ranking throughout the season. So the men also had a solid year, Danny.
Yeah, it was a record-setting fall for the men. Opening up at the Corban Fall Invite, recovered from a 10-stroke deficit early on day one, ended up coming back, taking down Oregon Tech in a playoff to win the tournament. And not only was it just the team winning the tournament, but it was also freshman Cade Crossman. We'll get to him in just a second, but he won the individual title of that one. So the team during the fall took first place in 3 of the 5 tournaments. Pretty impressive performance. Couple of the school records. Lowest 2-round score was a team at 285. That was a 300 par at the Border War on September 29th. And then the lowest 3-round score also as well. 886, just 3 over par at the Corban Fall Invite back on September 9th. Some of those great individual performances that we're talking about. Senior Jared Lambert ended up setting a school record on October 13th at the Warner Pacific Fall Invite. Registered a single round score of 66, best in school history. Also helped the team to a first place finish at the Warner Pacific Fall Invite. Now, I mentioned his name earlier, Cade Crossland, also a member of the Warrior basketball team, but really known for his golf here at Corban thus far in the fall, really making an impact, winning the individual title in each of his first 3 events, so surely good things to come for him. Also, the team finished the fall season ranked 18th in the latest Golf Stat NAIA rankings. The Warriors were tabbed 2nd in the Cascade Collegiate Conference. Head coach Paul Pickerel at the helm in his first season, guiding both the men's and women's teams. Lots of exciting things to come there. From the golf course, then we're going to take it over to the soccer field. What was going on the pitch this year?
Well, Marty Ziesner is back for his 19th season here at Corban, and just what a solid job he has done throughout his career at Corban. He led the team to a 10-7-3 overall record, 5-3-1 in the Cascade Collegiate Conference. This is a team that they kind of struggled early on throughout the season. You just saw it in their offense. He really switched things up late in the season, and they really got going. They reached the semifinals of the CCC tournament. They ultimately fell to Concordia 3-1. And a cool moment in that game when senior Emily Anderson scored a goal in the 90th minute on a penalty kick, her first career goal. So a great moment for her to go out. In the CCC quarterfinals, they defeated Southern Oregon in a penalty kick shootout 6-5. It was a great moment, intense. Senior goalkeeper Caitlin Mendenhall came up with a huge save to win the game. Just a great moment for that team. She was an all-CCC first team selection. She was NAIA honorable mention All-American. She finished 9th overall in the NAIA and a goals against average of .55. Also a program record, so just a solid year for her and a great way to go out as a senior.
So for women's soccer, we'll jump over to the men's soccer team. It was once again a very exciting year, a little bit up and down, injury-plagued team this year. Coming off of last year when Aaron Lewis took over the Warrior team back at his alma mater, played at Western Baptist College back during his playing days in the late 90s, a 2-time player of the year. The team won 4 CCC championships during his time. Now he's back. The team has gone on a 16-year drought. Now 2 consecutive years of phenomenal soccer here at Corban. So the team finished 10-7-1 overall in the regular season. So one of the great moments this year came when the team went up to Concordia on October 1st and ended up taking down the Cavaliers on the road in Portland 1-0. It was Derek Chady who scored the game winner. A pretty great moment for the Warriors as that was their first road win at Concordia since 2006. As I mentioned, very injury plagued, had a lot of different starting lineups throughout the course of the season. Ended up coming together, finishing 4th overall during the regular season with an 8-5-1 record in CCC play. So got the 4 seed, and who did they end up playing in the CCC semifinals? Well, that ended up being Concordia, you guessed it. So the team went up there, took down Concordia in the semifinals 2-0. It was Nathaniel Cheney and Derek Cheney, not related. Both scored in that game though for the Warriors. So that was a big time performance, getting a victory on the road, advancing the team to the CCC tournament championship game up at Northwest University. And boy, was that an exciting game. Ended up being the Warriors went behind 1-0 early via Northwest penalty kick goal. But it was Alicia Santana coming back from injury, scoring the tying goal late in the first half. The game ended up going to overtime. Arsenio Walker scored a goal that will always be remembered here at Corban. One of the great goals to be scored here for the Warriors. Off an assist from James Williamson, got his foot on a one-time cross. and that advanced to the Warriors to the NAI National Tournament as they were the CCC Tournament champions. So the Warriors ended up making it to that NAI National Tournament, ended up losing to Ashford, the number 2 overall seed. So a very respectable year for the Warriors, ended up finishing overall 12-8-1. So athletically, some of the honors, sophomore Tim Kagi ended up highlighting the awards for the Warriors in the CCC, named CCC Defensive Player of the Year, as well as on the first team for the Warriors. Josh Newcastle joined him on that first team, but it was Tim Kagi who ended up being named an NAI Honorable Mention All-American for the Warriors. And then landing on the second team, it was Arsenio Walker and James Williamson, that duo who did hook up on the game-winning goal in the CCC Tournament Championship. So Seth, it's been a fun year thus far in 2014. We're now in 2015. If you aren't already following all of Corban Athletics' social media feeds, be sure to do so. That's our Facebook page, Twitter page, Instagram page, and our YouTube page. Be sure to follow all those. You can find the links to those on our athletic website. That's CorbanWarriors.com, CORBAN Warriors.com. Be sure to follow all those feeds online. Be sure to check out everything else that's going on with Corban Athletics on our athletic website. A lot of exciting things to come, new things, exciting things this year. And as January says, you know what that means? It's basketball season. A full slate of Cascade Collegiate Conference games coming up. Be sure to check online for full details. And spring sports are back and ready to hit the ground running, so stay tuned as it's going to be an exciting next 5 months. For Seth Thawley, I'm Danny Day. Go Warriors.